Folks, so we're back for another battle report. Very excited to take on the Dark Angels. So got some new players in the basement today, building up the community. Very, very excited about that. So it's awesome to see everyone getting more involved here in our area. So obviously I have Tyranids. I have 1,500 points of Kraken. I haven't played full Kraken in a while. So we got a Flying Hive Tyrant with one set of Devourers, Monster Straining Claws, M.Size, Wings. And then he also has Catalyst and Psychic Scream for powers, and then he also has the Resonance Barb for the relic. Then he has Swarmlord with Onslaught and Catalyst as well. Swarmlord is the Warlord. Brought the Genestealers just because I felt it was very thematic with all of the Terminators that I'm facing off against. So 2 units, 20 Genestealers, 4 Acid Maws in each one, 10 Hormagaunts, 10 Termagants, Lictor to do my Scrambler business, and then a Barbed Heirodule with Dermic Symbiosis, so spending 1 CP to get that extra adaptive physiology, so starting with 11. That's 1,500 points of my Tyranids.
These are the Dark Angels I've brought. They're split into 2 forces. One's elite and the other's a patrol. In that I've got a librarian. He's got psychic powers are the one that takes away OBSEC, the one that makes them hit stuff harder. Then got an apothecary going for bringing people back and bringing back health, and you'll be very happy to see that. Yeah. We've got Belial, and he is the Warlord. So we've got Champion back there with the Halberd of Caliban. We've got a Chaplain. So between the 2 of them, they can really buff a charge. We've got 2 squads of Deathwing Terminators. The Knights in here are holding what look like bases. They're actually Thunderhammers if you look closer. And we've got 2 squads of attack marines. One of them has a missile launcher, the other one's just stock. And one of the command squads at minimum with 2 guys. The nice thing about this list is these 4 units are all OBSEC.
Alright folks, so here's the table we're playing on. We are playing Surround and Destroy from the GT 2020 pack. So that features 10-inch deployment up on each side, 6 objectives in total. So 1, 2, there's 1 inside there. That is an open space, not actually a piece of terrain. So another one there, another one there, another one there. So Tyranids have chosen engage on all fronts. Deploy Scramblers, obviously got my Lictor in there. Well, with Assassin, he's got 5 guys that I got to kill. It's not going to be an easy task, but we'll try it. Dark Angels went with Stubborn Defense, I believe it's called. That's the one where he sits on his objective and gathers points. So I wonder where my Genestealers are going. Then he has a secret agenda. I don't know what he picked. And then he went with Grind It Down because obviously my Genestealers are flying at him and it'll be crazy. Taking a look at the terrain we got today, just so everyone knows, we're playing with pretty much just runes, like the obscuring, scalable, breachable, all that stuff. So runes, runes, runes. We're actually just going to call this just full-on true line of sight blocking, just for the shape of it. Potentially when I make it closer, like where there's gaps and stuff, we may count that as a piece of runes. It's a difficult piece, actually, after I made it. I kind of realized that, but it's all good. We're just going to play it as that today. We'll kind of determine by each mission, I guess, depending on how everything works. Then in the middle here between these crates, it is obscuring, so you can shoot over top of this one. And that cam where it's a little bit lower, but we're playing that it's obscuring through the center, so full on obscuring down the middle. So some pretty big lanes overall, but that's it. And then as well as this will be -1 to shoot through the bottom, but realistically I don't know how much will be over on that side, but that's it. So we're gonna roll off, find out who gets to pick the deployment zone, come back after that and find out who's going first in this 1,500 point battle report. Roll off, see who gets to pick the zone. Traditionally on Basement Wargame, I always get to pick my zone, then I don't get to go first. Let's find out if that's going to happen against the Dark Angels.
I'm going to say yes.
I literally haven't had first turn on the like any of these reports.
I already have good odds.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you do.
The Emperor protects.
Look at that. All right, we'll come back after Dark Angels have picked their zone and see what it looks like. All right, so we've deployed. So I was forced on this side because the Dark Angels chose this side. So we'll take a look.
Big opening to put everybody.
The wedge. I'm really curious how this is going to go. Facing them, though, is my Barbed Heirodule. So he's going to do work, I think. 20 Genestealers here. Swarmy, Tyrant. These guys doing their thing, hiding back there, being sneaky. And then over here, other Genestealers, Termagants, and my Lictor is doing his ability. I actually need to learn the name of it. Just appearing ability, that's what I call it. We got some commander guys here. 5 attack marines there. Terminators. I'm just gonna say Terminators.
It's a nuanced approach. Should I walk through the strategy here?
And then 5 more attack marines. That's it. So we're gonna find who's going first. We're gonna see if the Dark Angel's first appearance on the channel here is gonna be gentlemanly and let me have first turn. What did I get? A 4. Okay, odds are all right.
If I can find a die, we'll see what we can do with you.
Oh.
Can I take this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. A 3. Okay. It's not over, but come on.
Victory is certain.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like I literally haven't had first turn since I think January. I did like videos that yeah.
You're very due.
Ah, I feel good. Actually, yeah, that's I think. But either way, it feels. I'm not playing Salamanders, so that's. All right, we'll come back after Tyranids movement. Turn 1. So Tyranids are done moving, so my Gaunts jumped up, grabbed that objective. Genestealers moved, didn't get a good advance roll, but Swarmy's about to launch them up again, so all good there. Tyrant jumped up over this way, getting ready to launch some smites at those lads. And Barbie just lined up, he moved over to shoot. These Gaunts threw down a scrambler in my zone, so done. These guys did the Kraken double advance, getting a 6. So they launched up, I think I need 7 inches on the dice, I believe, but we'll check when it comes time. So we're going to go into a little bit of shooting and psychic, and then we'll come back after that. That's it for psychic and shooting. So pretty successful psychic phase. Got those guys with some really good psychic rolls. So doing much better than the previous game I had. Genestealers launched up there, getting 13-inch movement with Swarmlord. Barbed Heirodule. I'm going to count it as a victory, but 12 shots going in, 3 misses, and then I rolled...
would have been like 7.
7 wounds when I went through, only got 2, thanks to Transhuman. However, I did kill 2 of them, so I do feel good about that. So a little moral victory there for the Barbie, but good start. We'll see. Then these guys are going to get ready to charge here in a moment. So we'll come back after the charging and the fighting, and we'll see what the table looks like at the end of turn 1 Tyranids.
Nothing has changed. Probably simply since you've not rolled any dice, you can change your mind if you want.
So we're talking about this guy here. So the combat that went down, the Genestealers came in, wiped out those guys, had to do a multi-charge, or else I wouldn't get many attacks. He had the stratagem, so only guys in engagement range could fight, which limited a lot of Steelers. I could have fought again, but that would have put me into fighting the Terminators there, and I don't want to do that. So I killed off those guys, though, took that objective, injured. How many wounds did I do to him? 2 onto him. So that's that. Over this way, these guys came in, handedly wiped out the Terminators, overran, and then came back to grab that objective.
I killed the Tac Marines.
Or attack marines. Sorry, what did I say?
The Terminators.
Terminators. I'm dreaming big. So scoring 3 points on engage. Scramblers down in my zone. Nothing for an assassinate, and I'm at 6 CP to 6 CP for the Death Wing. So we'll come back after Dark Angel's turn 1 movement. So movement done for the Dark Angel. So getting his CP back up to 7. The librarian said he's hightailing it out there, allowing his boys to shoot in. So hopefully my 5-up, feel no pain and invul will do the job. Over here, the chaplain is 6 inches away from these guys, giving the aura to them for some extra chargeage. And the apothecary, he's right there. So he's going to be bringing a guy back as well.
And the champion's giving rerolls on charge.
Yes, so not good. Over this way, though, so the guys came through. All but 2, I believe, can see the Genestealers. That's pretty much it for movement. So no powers going down, just with the librarian making some room there. But it needs to be done, and then we'll come back after all the shooting and see what happens. Shooting is done. How many? 11, yeah, you did it. You did it. So these guys are taken down, so I don't get my ton of attacks, because the big thing is there's going to be 2 charges going down to the Genestealers over there. With the ability to interrupting over on this side won't be nearly as impactful. So that's pretty much it. I lost, how many over here? 3?
Something like that.
Yeah, 3 of these guys, so not too huge a deal, but yeah. And the one thing too, what's that, stubborn defense, I think it's called?
Which one?
Your objective, stubborn defense. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
So that is the objective that he needs to hold. So
I need to steal it back from the Steelers.
Steal it back from the Steelers. All right, we'll come back after the fights and see what it looks like at the end of the Dark Age. Ends the turn. So my Genestealers are gone. But however, I did spend 2 CP to interrupt over here because the other side fought first, but we'll see that in a second. And I managed to do 3 wounds to the apothecary.
Which, by the way, were picked up.
So very good there. So he's chipped down, and just after some movement, got some characters sitting on the edge there. So likely going to be some smites coming in. We'll see. Then over here, killed off how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Genestealers left there in total, and I killed one guy, and yeah, just killed one Terminator in return. So decent there, not bad at all. Actually passed morale with them, and then over here, one ran. There was 2, and then there's 1 left, but that's okay. So in terms of points, nothing scored for the Deathwing yet. We'll come back after Tyranids turn 2. Movement. Tyranids movement. So Swarmlord came back. I'm playing a little bit more reservedly with him. Just these guys here, I don't want them to come through and get him. Then the Tyrant jumped over here, getting ready to smite in at the Apothecary, see if I can finish him off. Barb moved up. He actually is closest to him, so we will be able to shoot him over these guys, potentially if the smites don't work out. The Genestealers disengaged, blocking this objective, so they won't be able to get to it next turn, even to kill the Genestealers, so job well done there. Lictor has arrived in the corner, throwing down Scramblers in his zone. I got 15 for primaries, and that is it. We'll come back after Psychic and Shooting. Oh, that's it. I didn't kill that stinking Apothecary with my smites.
He bathes.
Okay? So the Tyrant who was there, smited in, went off, good roll, getting a 10, but then only rolled a mortal wound. So he's alive with 1 wound. And then Swarmlord had him jump over there. I'm going to slow play everything a little bit here, I think. Then the Barb fired in at these guys with pathogenic slime, killed off another Storm Shield, so slowly chipping them away. There's no Apothecary on this side, so every Terminator I kill over here is a big deal. And that's it. No charges to be made. I'm going to use them to roadblock instead. Scoring 2 for engage. Scramblers is just about done. And we'll come back after the Dark Angel turn that's about to go down, turn 2. Movement done for the Dark Angel. So scoring 5 for primaries, getting set up to begin racking the points up with that objective. And then these guys over here obviously just stayed still, and that's it.
I'm glad you stopped me before shooting, because I have to cast a spell.
Oh, right, yeah, and there's still Psychic to come in. One other thing, too, to mention, you might be thinking, why is that Genestealer? There's no one there to shoot him. I have to kill units now for grind them down. There's a lot of very, very, very hard to kill units. So essentially with this guy living, it's like a free grinded down point. So I don't even, like a Genestealer, no matter where he runs, there's going to be something come out and shoot him. So it's almost like a free grinded down point in a way. So kind of that's the mindset behind that. So interesting, but we'll see how that plays out. Coming back after Psychic and Shooting. Lictor doing his job. All right, so that ends the turn for shooting. All that happened was the missile launcher fired at the Tyrant, did 3 wounds, but I feel no pain to 2 of them. Then these guys charged into the Genestealers, and actually the Lictor, we forgot about him, is the closest model, so they actually can't consolidate in such a way to grab that objective, but the Genestealers are cleared, so bodes well for me, but there's so many Terminators on the table. So in terms of points, actually in the objective, Mental Interrogation was revealed. That was the hidden one for the Dark Angels, went against Swarmlord, but he ended up denying it. You are getting grinded down though, so 3 points going on to the board. So we'll come back after Tyranids, turn 3. So that ends movement for the Tyranids. So scoring 15 for primaries. You'll notice that this is gone, the area here. We have vacated that side of the table and zipped over here. So the Gaunt's doing the double advance, then overdriving to move a total of 32 inches to get me onto this objective. The Barb and the Tyrant coming over this way to attack these Deathwing. Lictor's hiding to ensure that I stay alive on that table quarter.
Steve's still back there?
Yeah, where is he? Yeah. There he is. Genestealer lurking about, grabbing that objective, and then these Gaunts staying still. Didn't do my final scrambler yet. I feel I have enough bodies to get that done next turn. Feel confident with that. Swarmlord moved over, still in this table quarter, so I am going to be getting 2 points, but he is safe from any charges coming in, and that's the whole goal, is just keep him safe and alive for now. So that's it for movement. We'll come back after the Psychic and Shooting and see what happens to these guys. Right, so that ends Psychic and Shooting, so really not going as planned. Horrible over here. I did a total of 1 mortal wound. The Tyrant fired in, didn't do a whole lot, just not to be expected, but that's all right. Barbed fired in, and oh my goodness, missed 1 with my hits, and then only got a total of 3 wounds with everything. That transhuman has made all the difference in this match. I got one, yeah. So those slow, small wins. That's it. So Swarmy's not moving himself. He's just going to stay right there. He is more than far enough away from everyone over here, so he can't get charged, and he's getting me engage points being on that side. So he's just going to hang out. We'll come back. We got some charges to go down. I'm going for it. Okay, so the Tyrant went in. Whipped his attack, sort of. Only 2 went through, even with the transhuman. Then he passed them. And then he attacked back and only managed to do a total of 3 wounds. So I feel really good. Could have been a lot worse. Barb attempted a charge too. That would have probably helped a lot, but he failed. But that's all right. So sitting still pretty good. There's lots of Terminators left, but we'll come back after Dark Angels. Turn 3 movement. All right, that ends movement. So the Terminators are coming. So they got everyone just over here ran like 6 inches, 5 inches, so wild. Just flying up the table. In terms of points, actually had 10.
11 inch advance on Terminator.
So in terms of points, getting 10 for that. So they actually did hold that one. Yeah, so safe for now. Then over there, these guys are staying in. But that's it. So in terms of points, like I said, 10 for primaries, and you just scored 2.
I've held this for 2 turns.
Yeah, so you get 2 for that. 2. Yep, it's for the back one. So that's it for points at the start. We'll come back after the actually probably no shooting. We'll come back after the end of the turn because I think it's right into that combat. So that ends the turn. So all that happened over here, I killed a Storm Shield guy, so very happy about that, and took a wound in return. So the Tyrant is doing work. Very, very happy about him. And then over here, nothing happened because everyone's positioned, but pressure's on me. So scoring 2 points for Stubborn Defense and nothing else for secondaries, but holding 3 objectives now, which is good because that only gets me 10 in my next turn. So we'll come back after Tyranids, turn 4. So that ends movement. Swarmlord came up here in advance, banking on Onslaught going off because it does. He's going to launch himself this way, potentially go fight, and hopefully take out a character just to get some points, just to secure me a little bit more. If not, maybe see how far he can go and run in back there. Those guys going around, maybe. Gaunts are moving this way. They moved in advance, so my plan next turn is to overdrive them into there and then steal that objective and reset the Stubborn Defense. Tyrant jumped over there, being that he can charge back in. He's Kraken. He can't shoot though, but it's all good. Still can, and I can't do powers too, which kind of sucks. But I got a Barbed Heirodule, maybe. So we'll come back after that, scoring 10 for primary because he held 3 as well. So that's it. Sorry, and the Lictor came over over this way. So I know I still have one more scramble to do, but I have more than enough units next turn to get that done. So we'll come back after that. So we're just discussing, or I'm. Yeah. So Swarmlord went in, the worst I've ever rolled with him. Rolled 3 1s on the attacks, then only 1 4-up on the Librarian. He did fail it, so he's down to 2 wounds.
On average, it's probably closer to killing him twice.
Yeah. But in other news, though, this side of the table is Terminator free.
Big deal.
Yeah, so Barbed came in. Yeah, Barbed came in, stomped them out, then the Tyrant finished off the last guy, so feeling good. Tyrant's at 7 wounds, so still in his top profile, and ready to potentially leap about in turn 5 and maybe stop, or kill a character, actually, is the big thing. So we'll come back after turn 4, Dark Angels. Right, so combat went down. These guys charged in, Belial and Chaplain, dealing a total of 4 wounds to Swarmlord, but then Swarmlord got to hit back and kill that stinking Librarian. He's gone. So that is a point for Assassinate, but the Dark Angels still hold on to that objective quite healthily. So that's it for the turn. Dark Angels scoring nothing for Mental Interrogation. Stubborn Defense is still on the go, so I gotta try and zip in there. And actually nothing for Grind It Down, because I got that guy.
Yep.
Finally. But that's it. So we'll come back after Tyranids turn 5 as the game is starting to come to a close. Right, right, that ends movement on turn 5. So it's getting 5 points for primary. It's all done. Got a CP back, doubled the movement of the Tyrant. He's coming in. He's within 6 of the Swarmlord to launch him in. Hopefully have him join the battle there and see what happens. These guys moved in advance enough to get them actually into this table quarter to get 3 points there. The Genestealer that we've done, Steve, moved up and he did the last scrambler, so he's outside of the signature there on his deployment zone. Barbie moved over, just fire some shots in here, just kind of see what happens at these guys. So we'll come back after Psychic and Shooting and see what the table looks like for the Tyranids. All right, folks, that ends turn 5 for Tyranids. So the Barb Heirodule actually getting a total of 8 wounds on these guys, even with the transhuman. Only did a single wound failed. Killed off a guy. I'll take it. Over this way, though, different story. So between the smites and everything that happened, the Tyrant jumped over, and then with the double advance, got in range for Swarmlord to leap him over again. An Onslaught went off, so he charged in, killed off the Chaplain, who had 1 wound after some smiting and Psychic Scream. Then Swarmlord finished off the guy, and Swarmlord's also, he's down to 3 wounds. Some Field of Pains, he had Catalyst, Belial almost taking him out. But that's it for Tyranids. So scoring 6 for Assassinate, Scramblers is done, and 3 for Engage. So a total of 14 points scored for the final turn. Let's see what points the Dark Angels can rack up in their turn 5. That ends the game, so we just kind of played out the last turn for the Dark Angels, and in the end we just totaled up the points. It ended up being a score of 66 to 40 in favor of the Tyranids. So actually a very close game, not a huge margin there. Just honestly, I think it came down to the Genestealers coming in, killing off both those objectives early on, especially this one being the stubborn defense one. So that negated a lot of points there. And then the Swarmlord and the Tyrant getting that movement was really good at the end. But the Terminator is incredibly hard to kill, so it was awesome. Very different from most matches I've normally played. So a ton of fun. Definitely stay tuned for lots more of the Dark Angels to come against Tyranids and many other armies. And thank you for watching.